Alright, what's up everyone? It's Arcadius here, and tonight we have episode 5 for you guys, going over the Retribution Paladin. Now, I always, leveled paladins as holy or protection, but when I started the PTR, I created my own Retribution Paladin, and I absolutely love them, you know. Um, Survivability in PvP is a little bitch, but they have insane burst damage. And when you put, 2 or 3 Retribution Paladins together, they're one of the strongest burst, melee classes that I think. With the the 12k, I get 12. Sometimes I get 12k fucking Crusader strikes. It all depends. But instead of me rambling on, why don't we get right into this? Start things off. Let's go over our talents. First off, we want Crusade 3 of 3 because not only does it increase our Crusader Strike template's verdict by 30%, but anytime that you get a kill or experience or honor, for 15 seconds your Holy Light heals for an additional 300%, and that's a great way to heal yourself, as long as you don't get gang banged. So I think it's worth it. Improved Judgment. It just increases the range of your judgment by 20 yards. That's pretty nice. I mean, why not? Reduce the cooldown of your Hand of Protection by 2 minutes and increase the duration of your Hand of Freedom by 4 seconds. Guardian's Favor 2 of 2. You'll want this because it basically allows you to use your Hand of Protection, every 1 minute, and also allows you, instead of you have Hand of Freedom, you can last longer. It's a lot nicer, I guarantee it. Trust me, it's worth it. Rule of Law increases the critical effect chance of your Crusader Strike, Hammer of the Righteous, and Word of Glory. Love it. It's great for Crusader Strike since it is your main skill. Pursuit of Justice. The only reason I really got this was for the Holy Power when struck by a Stun, Fear, Immobilize effect. Oh, pardon me, you guys. I've had a long day. In addition, increase your movement and mounting speed by 15%. That's just, that's okay. It doesn't really matter to me, but I just did it for the Holy Power. Communion. This is nice because it increases, all my auras increase the damage that is dealt, and then I also get increased by an additional 2% damage. And then anytime I use Judgment, we get replenishment, which is great for casters. The Art of War, love this because sometimes I'll get lucky and I'll get like 3 procs in a row, so I can spam Exorcism. Great, love it, definite. You need this. 2 of Long Arm of the Law. Your judgment has a 100% to increase your movement speed by 45% for 4 seconds when used on targets at or further than 15 yards away from you. So like, let's say you go up and you attack a mage and the mage blinks. You hit Judgment and you'll be able to catch up to him real fast. Love it. Divine Storm. Some people don't really get this. I do, just because it's there, and it does heal you a little bit, but that's only if it hits 4 more targets. So it's kind of up to you. It's not a necessity. Sacred Shield. This is definitely a necessity for PvP because once you hit 30%, you get a shield that absorbs damage, and that's great for survivability purposes. So, like, let's say you need a healer and someone's about to kill you, you can run to your healer, and your healer will heal you real fast. It just gives you that more survivability chance. Sanctity of Battle. Haste effects lower the cooldown of your Crusader Strike and Divine Storm abilities. This is nice. This comes into the gemming, which I'll explain in a little while. Seal of Command. This is great because Seal of Truth also deals 7% damage when triggered. In addition, your Seal of Righteousness now hits all enemy targets in melee range. Sanctified Wrath 3 of 3. It increases your crit chance with Hammer of Wrath, and also reduces this cooldown of Avenging Wrath, and it allows the use of Avenging Wrath or Hammer of Wrath at all times during Avenging Wrath. So that's great because when you pop Avenging Wrath, man, you can just spam the shit out of Hammer of Wrath and you'll crit hard. Repentance. This is great because it gives you a second stun, So, maybe, they're about to cast or something, like a heal, and you're almost about to kill them. Hit repentance, and you'll stop them from using it, so that way you can finish them off. It's great, love it. Divine Purpose. This is great because it's nice because it can, increase, or allows you to use certain skills as if you had 3 holy powers, even if you don't. Inquiry of Faith. It increases the periodic damage done by Seal of Truth and the duration of your Inquisition by 100%. This is great because Inquisition is awesome, and Seal of Truth, is a nice skill. Reduces the cooldown by 20% and mana cost by 20% of your Hand of Freedom. Love it, love it, love it. Hand of Salvation and Hand of Sacrifice. In addition, your cleanse will remove 1 movement impairing effect if cast on yourself. So it's basically like a Dispel Magic, so it allows you to get away. Zealotry, love this. This is like one of your main things. This will actually come into a macro that I'll show you when I'm done, when I'm showing you guys the rotation that it comes in. But this is great because anytime when you pop this, holy shit. If you pop Zealotry, you can just spam Precision Strike, and every single time it's like you get, 3 holy power, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Then that's it for our ret side. For our prot side, you just want Seals of Pure because it just increases the damage of your Seal of Truth. And then in Holy, we want your Judgment increases casting and melee speed by 9% for 1 minute. Love that because haste comes into the cooldown of Crusader Strike, or the global cooldown, and increase the critical effect chance of your Judgment and Templar's Verdict by 12%. So that is the basic rundown of our talents. Now, like I said, Divine Storm and Pursuit of Justice aren't really necessities in PvP, so that's truly up to you. I just like them because I use them. For glyphs, these are pretty self-explanatory. Crusader Strike, increased crit chance of it. Judgment, it just increases the damage. Templar's Verdict, increases the damage. That's for your primes. Those are the 3 ret primes. You want Ascetic Crusader because it reduces the mana cost. Cleanse because it reduces the mana cost. Being ret, you don't have very much mana. And Turn Evil. This you only really want if you're a Alliance. That way you can use it on Horde and it sends them away. And then the 3 minors are the same as Holy. So that is our talents and glyphs for you guys. Now why don't we get into our character, our gemming and enchanting. So first off, let's start with gemming. For our meta, you want plus 54 critical strike rating and 3% critical strike damage. Now also, if you want, you can do you might want to do plus 54 strength and 3% increased critical damage, but that's kind of up to you. Either one is fine, to be honest, out of my own opinion. For your red socket, you want strength, and you're going to need 3 of those. But actually, all in all, I recommend getting at least 4 because of your relic. You're going to want to strengthen relic. So 4 strength gems, red gems. For your yellow, you want plus 20 strength and plus 20 haste, because the haste reduces the cooldown of your Crusader Strike, like I said, from your talent. So you definitely want that. For relic, like I said, you want strength. For your hands, the blue sockets, it's kind of up to you, to be honest. Being strength and being, a burst class, I thought that having strength in these 2 sockets, because the socket bonus didn't really matter, putting strength gems there was fine. And then to get the 20 Resil socket bonus, I just added in a plus 20 strength and plus 30 stam because I don't need the hit. But that's kind of up to you guys. So the gemming, pretty simple. You know, you want plus 20 strength, plus 30 stam for 1, 4 strength gems, or if you want, you can do 6 if you're going to do what I did. That's up to you though. Now for our enchanting, in your head, you want plus 60 strength and plus 35 mastery. On your shoulders, you want plus 50 strength and plus 25 crit. On your chest, it's always the same in PvP, plus 40 resil, unless you're a healer. Plus 45 resil, or plus 40 resil. On your bracers, you can either do haste or crit. Some might say haste is better, some might say crit. I like crit. I don't know, that's just my preference. On your weapon, you want landslide because of the, it's proc, which increases your attack power by 1,000. Your gloves, you want strength, which normally plus 35 strength is easier to get, but I did plus 50. Your leggings, you want plus 190 attack power and plus 55 critical strike rating. And for your boots, you do plus 150 or plus 50 haste. Now, if you're an enchanter, you would put plus 40 strength on your rings. And that is it for our enchanting and our our enchanting, gemming, talents, and glyphs of our Retribution Paladin. Although, let me go over the macro for you guys that I was telling you about. It's basically the one-shot macro that I learned about. Now, in live, because it's on the PTR, I don't get a Vicious Gladiator trinket. But for live, you can, and that's where you would add /use Vicious Gladiator Victory, badge of victory. And basically, this proc makes you hit like a motherfucker. You crit like a motherfucker. That's just how it goes. But in this case, I don't. So let me show you what happens when I use it. So save. You always want Ret Aura, Seal of Truth, Blessing of Kings, and then when you pop this, I'll show you. You go up here and it'll appear, but you really only pop it when you have 3 holy power. That is the key. 3 holy power. Right now it only proc this, but 3 holy power is the key. So that's all I'm gonna say. Rotation is pretty simple. Cast Judgment and then spam Crusader Strike. And then if you get proc to Exorcism, you definitely use that. When you hit 3 holy power, you can use Temple Verdict with 3 holy power, or you can use your one-shot macro, but that's pretty basic. I don't want this video to be too long, you guys. But that is the lowdown of a Retribution Paladin. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and in episode 6 we are going over the one, the only Fury Warrior. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.